Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Lionel. I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering the Real Housewives of New York Reunion Part 2, the finale of everything. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video, and you can subscribe and share it, and you can leave your comments below. Now let's get into it. Okay, so we begin where we left off. Jenna's finally being Jenna effing Lyons and getting into Bryn's tale. She said, I believed what you said about Jessel and what she had going on, and it's not good and it's not right. And then what's her face? Bryn was very like, it's not what I meant. It's not, no. It's time to cut all that out. Somehow you can do all the dirty stuff that you do, and nobody can really check you on it. You go into this defense mode that is so weird and odd. You did some damaging things. Jessel said, no, what's going on in my marriage right now? Papa don't believe me about anything. He gives me everything that I want. I can't even go on trips because he's so speculatory about what has happened, thinking that I'm really going off and doing something with a man after y'all just tried to do something with my marriage last year, saying that he was some type of WHORE in Vietnam. Y'all have done some effed up stuff to Jessel. Not everybody, but I'm just saying what I'm saying. And I hope Jessel keeps the same energy. Tell these women to F off if they decide to try to mess with you. Guys, this is beginning to be too much. That's what we were hearing from Bryn. Okay, so this is what's in my mind about Bryn. I feel like Bryn is in this mode because I already said last episode, it seems like Bryn's here but not here. Meaning, her body is there, but she is... That's crazy that she watched the last episode and the way that she acted out on that stage, and we'll get to that in just a second. But it's like she's in that curled up ball, fetal position in a corner. That's all I can imagine in my mind. And it's a way to be defensive. Because to be real, to be vulnerable, to be broken is not Quinn, not Bryn. Yes, she does say stuff concerning her attack, but ma'am, the real you has not emerged. They go on break, and I've decided that Jenna's outfit is whack. When she took off her turban thing, you know, I thought maybe she would have it in some type of stylish bun. No, you just put your hair up there. No, you didn't try it all. So no, I don't like her outfit. So you and Zsa Zsa Gabor are in the same route. They come on break, they come back. Rebecca comes on. Rebecca states how she has been during the season. I do have Rebecca's back in some instances, and I understand the women in regards to try to talk about the religion that, or whatever it is, Scientology. I feel like Rebecca was judged just because she's in it, and it wasn't cool. And even how the announcement today is that Rebecca's not coming back, I feel like she's just been targeted because of the religion and not off of the person that she is. On the other hand, the lady says that they had a difficult time talking about it because she didn't know really what to talk about. But y'all didn't talk about hardly anything else about Rebecca. That's what made, it's like, okay, it's a buzz news, as she said. So I will say, Rebecca, for you not being more forthcoming, I get their side. And I also get your side at the same time. It was a difficult place to be in, unfortunately. But I also just defend her, like, how come nobody comes after the Salt Wives? Nobody comes after Lisa Barlow because of her religion, which is very cult-like. Heather is giving us insight on what's going on, and nobody says, Lisa, why are you in this? Nothing. Y'all hate her for being Lisa Barlow, shallow and mediocre. So for people to... Rebecca just came on to be Rebecca. She was not putting whatever it is in Scientology onto people. And I think that that's unfair. I think anybody can do whatever they want to do as long as you're not trying to put on your type of religious practice on to me or to people. Sorry. Aaron has an issue with Rebecca because of things that Rebecca was saying behind the scenes. She didn't like her tone in certain things, and when she was questioning how to be, what is it? Her first religion is to be, is it Judaism? Yeah, in Scientology. How can those, when they contrast each other? Some other things happened where Aaron felt like she didn't reach out enough. When her father passed away, I don't get that, Aaron, from you, but whatever. She said, I've written you a poem. Oh, a poem? That's not heartfelt. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. I don't get that. So her segment was done and they let her go. Do I think Rebecca was boring? Yeah, but look at the cast we got. Oh, she didn't get on to Brynn because she didn't like how she was saying that she was trying to sell snake oil or something. I haven't seen her done that, and you haven't given any type of example as to that. Kind of like being a snake. But anyways, Brynn said, well, you weren't going to be around anyways. You moved to Florida. She said, I still have a residence in New York. I pay taxes and all that. And for me to be able to hold multiple homes, you got to get into that. And that's not where Brynn is. So, Brynn, in your class, stay in your class. Get into Rebecca's class. They talked about she's on this show to promote her bags or whatever. If you're not doing that on a reality show, I don't know what you're doing. And she was making the best out of her situation on the reality show. Brynn, you do nothing but scheme, plot, lie, embellish, as they keep trying to say it. No, she's a liar. We move on to Puerto Rico with Uba. Well, they did talk about the whole angry black woman situation. Somehow, Brynn knows, or Uba knows Brynn, and knows I didn't mean anything. Uba says, I wasn't affected because that's not my lifestyle. I haven't had to deal with that. I get things for free just by being Uba hot, you know. So, Brynn doesn't understand why Aaron is saying certain stuff. You're just egging stuff on and da-da-da-da-da. No, what you said as a black woman who is white presenting biracial. I said last week that I want to see Brynn's driver's license. And let's see her acknowledgement of being black. Because she don't have to be black. In regards to how she appears. And to how her personality is. So I don't get it. Maybe somebody could explain it to me. She could explain it to me. I don't know. But I don't see it. You were making all these type of indications that there's this angry black woman and you need to control yourself. She said, I was looking out for Uba, but you were her number one antagonizer. All season long. I don't get that. And you called her violent in Puerto Rico. And somehow you want to say you were looking out for Uba. Ma'am, you got some stuff going on with you. Although I acknowledge what has happened to you, I just don't feel sorry for you. Because what comes along with it is that you hurt other people. And you can say hurt people, yep. And you don't even know how to acknowledge you hurting other people. And we'll get to that in just a second. I keep jumping towards that, but I'm not going to continue. Yeah, so we're done with that, and then we get on to Puerto Rico and Uba's treatment towards Puerto Rico. I do side more Uba with Rebecca and side like, ma'am, the way you treated Puerto Rico and you try to dismiss them again, that wasn't cool. Side was like, we don't want people to think that Puerto Rico is terrible. And Uba was like, no, I come here all the time. But for some reason, she didn't like that beach. Which is, I still can't get with it. They talked about how people are scared to approach Uba. And she said, if y'all scared, then y'all just scared. Everyone else said they're not scared, they just don't know how to approach you in certain situations because you're very defensive right off the bat, da-da-da-da-da. And the way she said that she approaches things is by how it's like you got to gang up bring somebody else, bring in a reinforcement in order to talk to me, and that's not it. So they didn't really get anywhere with that, and then we finally get to the last night in Puerto Rico. This heifer lied her butt off as to how even she presented things. After she told the people that maybe Uba didn't clock it as far as her abuse. So I don't know where I left off at, but I know that we were talking concerning the Puerto Rico night. She was lying her tail off, Brent. When she said, I know Uba, she knew that I got attacked. And she was telling the other ladies, well, maybe she didn't clock it. And she said that she was saying it in a way of coming to Uba's defense. And they said, that's not how you said it, da 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 da. And every time it's anyone saying anything against Bryn, they're attacking her. They feel like after she watched the finale, that she knew that nobody was really there for her. Uba let her have it. She said, you said it in a way that was not cool. She yelled at her and she said, you know, I don't want to be friends with you. I forgive you, but I want it to be the way we were before we actually knew who we were to each other. Brent said that that she's the most closest to Uba. I've said things to Uba, and she's been there for me, and you've effed around with her all season long. It doesn't make sense. I would never be friends with Brent. I don't even think that I could be a family member to her. Probably the only one that just is able to tolerate her is her brother. Jenna made a statement saying, look, two things can be true at the same time. We understand what happened to you, and we're there for you, and we want to love you. And yes, we are angry because of how you actually did stuff. Then she said, you know, this is the first time I've ever had that being spoken to me, you know. I say that actions mean more than words, but I'll take it for what it is. I said, so you get to just lay back there in your feathery Mrs. Roper outfit and just say, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know me. You know me. You get to do that, though. Bren needs more than just group sessions. She needs to be on somebody's couch. Everybody ended up coddling her since she didn't feel like nobody understood what she was going through. That's why it's hard to really get mad at someone in this type of condition, but she's too busy trying to weaponize it. And she can't be an adult and grow up and understand the stuff that she's done to people. So Erin got out of being the gaslighter that she is. I don't dislike Erin, but at the same time, she does stuff and then she has ways of escaping out of stuff. Sai apologized to her. Uba apologized to her. For what? You are that. And if Bryn is gone, next season, it's going to shed a whole new light on you, Erin. Get your crap in order. That's all I do have for this season. We'll see what happens. They're doing a bunch of casting calls. And obviously, Roni is not going anywhere, y'all. As much as y'all try to bully Andy into it, it's not going anywhere. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm reviewing it or not. But I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Thank you. Like this video. Also, subscribe. And you can comment below. Until the next one, peace. Have a good day.